Why is playing healer so hard in Marvel Rivals? Stick around for the end of the video because you're gonna know how to make playing healer way easier than you might think it is, and how to actually counter your divers and your killers. So I just got out of my Grandmaster 1 rank up game, baby. I'm in Grandmaster 1 now. And why is nobody talking about every game a healer is gonna get targeted? A healer is gonna die. It's either gonna be on your team or the enemy team. Now you may or may not have been in a position where you're getting dived on healer. So being a healer is hard for two reasons. One, you are the primary target of every game. Every time you play a healer, you are a target. You are at least gonna get dove, hit on, snapped at, talked about at least one time in every single game. And two, you are always gonna be the scapegoat for when your team is losing. When you're dead, your team is gonna blame the heals. Oh my god, where are they healing? Knowing you got dove by a damn Gambit and a Venom and a Rogue all at once. So let's start with one at a time and address the biggest elephant in the room, getting dove. The best way to counter dive is to get inside of your team, because diving, that diver wants you isolated and by yourself, so that way you're an easy target and they can move on. If you can play with another DPS or by your tank or even your other healer, so that way y'all can patty cake. I know it seems obvious, but a lot of y'all don't do it, and your ego is your downfall. Look, when you're on healer and you know they have a dive hero, always play with your DPS or your second healer or your tank. You don't really want to play by your tank because he's at the front line. Yeah, I just contradicted myself. Two, whenever you're getting blamed for not healing when you're obviously fucking dead, you need to not let this happen again, because if it's your first time dying and you forgot to ping the enemy before you could tell your team, that's not your fault because it's your first time and you're not used to that pattern. But if you know you're about to get dove, please ping your enemy. Look, I'm one of the only people that actually look around and look for divers. The other 5 people on your team aren't that unselfish, bro. They're worried about themselves. They don't give a fuck about you. So if you see it's gonna be a pattern, ping that enemy, annoy your damn team, okay, buddy? Now, we haven't talked about ult charge because a lot of y'all be wasting your healer ultimates for no good reason. Cloak and Daggers will use her ultimate to push onto an objective. No, that is wrong. Invisible Woman players will always use their ultimate ability to secure an objective. No, that is completely wrong. Every time you are on healer, every time you have your healer ultimate, do not use that ultimate to push. Do not use that ultimate to capture an objective. Your healer ultimate is one of the best ultimates in the game, and you're making healer harder than it needs to be. When you're a healer and you have your ultimate ability ready, always use your healer ultimate to counter ultimate. If you know they have a Winter Soldier and he's going armed and dangerous, and you're Invisible Woman, use your ultimate every time to counter him. Do not use Invisible Woman's ultimate to capture a payload. If you use that ultimate to capture the objective, but then you find out the enemy Thor has this Thunderstrike ultimate, you're gonna wish you had your ultimate to counter him. But guess what? Now you have regret and you wasted your ultimate and you lost the damn game. You're free elo for me. Hit the road, chump chump. Now, I feel like a lot of y'all are gonna disagree, and that's okay because you're wrong, and that's alright because this video is literally gonna help you. Playing healer is mad hard because nobody's looking at you. They don't care about you. They only care about what you do. And when you're a healer, you're expected to heal them. But don't always heal people, okay, bro? You want to jump these people because a healer is just a DPS that can heal. And that's okay. That's fine. With this in mind, always take on 2v1 situations so your team can actually know you exist and can actually be aware for when you die. So not only are you getting value for healing your team, but you're also getting value for your team so they can kill more people and get a way to actually capture an objective. Comment ELO to escape ELO hell. Let me know your thoughts in the comments now.